Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of After the License, the podcast where we help real estate agents build their business. Today, we're going to talk about the pros of snail mail. Yes, snail mail. But first, if you're listening to the podcast, check us out on YouTube. We do YouTube specific trainings and videos and live streams that we just don't release to the podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can check out a lot of these episodes basically anywhere you get podcasts. Snail mail is not talked about a ton in 2021, but I'm a huge fan of it for a couple reasons. Before we get into those reasons, let's talk about what snail mail is. And snail mail is the mail you get at your house or your condo or your townhome or your apartment. It's that stuff that the mailman drops off. Again, in 2021, it doesn't get a ton of love, but it's a great way to market, in my opinion, for some folks. So what are the pros of snail mail? The first pro is understanding that you cannot unsubscribe from mail. You cannot unsubscribe from your postman dropping off mail at your house. And so, in my opinion, that's the biggest reason to actually market through snail mail is because people can't unsubscribe. With all of the digital forms of communication, people can unsubscribe from your email, they can unsubscribe from text messages, they can report you through the Can Spam Act if you're doing shady things. With mail, everyone expects that mail is going to come through, whether they like it or not, and they're going to receive it. And so you can't unsubscribe from mail, so it might be a good place for you to actually show up and appear. The second pro for snail mail is you can mail someone something even if they don't ask for it. And the post office actually encourages this. They have a program called Every Door Direct Mail, where they will help you deliver one piece of mail to 1,000 homes in the same neighborhood. So they actually encourage us, where other forms of communication, email, text messaging, all that fun stuff, again, we have to have those people actually kind of opt in, or we have to know them. We have to know that they want these things. We can't just go out and buy a huge list of things and spam those folks. With mail and snail mail, we can do that. So I think that is really powerful. The other piece to this is when we have a contact, let's say we have a lead come in and we talk to Bob, and Bob's a lead that registered on our website and we know he's looking to move. One thing that I have found powerful is that you can actually look up their mailing address in most cities and most states. If you're a real estate agent, you have access to the tax records. So if you talk to Bob and you know he lives in one part of town, you can actually go and look up his mail address and send him something. And for a lot of people, that piece of mail that they get can actually feel really personal, and they have this attachment to it. So think about that as well. I think the third pro for snail mail is, if done right, if done with a personal touch, if done from a place of value, snail mail can actually feel the most personal and in a lot of ways the best way to communicate. If you think about your birthday or the holidays or any handwritten note you've ever received, it's a special little thing. You get those endorphins going. You get that positivity. Something came in the mail. Someone took the time to write you a card, a note, or whatever it is, and they sent it to you. And so you can replicate this in your business. I tell new agents all the time, if you're brand new and you're just starting out marketing to your database, your sphere of influence, and you have 100 people and you have a ton of time, write handwritten notes to those folks. I think it's one of the more powerful things you can do. Hey, Steve, I hope all is well with the family. I just want to let you know I made a career change into real estate. If there's anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to ask. And it's a handwritten note. Drop your business card in there and send it off to Steve. So there's some really powerful pieces with snail mail, and people can't unsubscribe from it. So if you aren't utilizing snail mail in your business, whether that's handwritten notes or postcards or those fancy magazines, think about all of the pros that are associated with it, and it might be something you want to start to think about implementing into your business. So guys, I hope that was helpful. That was the pros of utilizing snail mail in your business. As always, if this was helpful, consider hitting the heart button if you're on Instagram and the thumbs up if you're on YouTube. I'll catch you next time.